You see, for example, mentally you might be afraid that you might lose money or marks. As a student, you are afraid you might lose marks. As a grown-up one, you might think of losing money or, let's say, prestige in society, and that's what makes you insecure. Ultimately, that is related to physical survival, mind you. Anything that you are afraid of ultimately boils down to physical insecurity. That's all. We began the discussion by trying to understand that we are two. One is the body, the other is the consciousness. Fear belongs to the domain of the body. Leave it to the domain of the body. Just keep it aside. Ignore it. Don't fight it. You're not supposed to fight fear, because even to fight fear, you'll have to enter the domain of the moment you enter the domain of the body, you become the body. And the knowers have told us, saying, aham dehasmi is the fundamental problem. I am the body. The moment you say that, even in order to fight fear, you have succumbed. Ostensibly, apparently, you are fighting fear. But for the sake of fighting fear, you have entered the domain of the body. And in this way, you have been indirectly defeated. So what do you have to do? When fear arises, let it be. Fear is there, ignore it. What do you rather focus your attention on? Ignore fear and attend to, come on. Exactly. The task that your consciousness is suggesting to you. So fear is there. But there is something far bigger and more important than fear. What is that? Consciousness. And consciousness is telling you what else is more important. You attend to that. You gave, for example, the thing regarding the animal. The wild beast is coming at you. And you said, you'll run away. Not always. Not always. You have a baby sister. Like 6 months, 1 year old. All right. Or a niece or a nephew, small. And the wild beast is coming. You'll run away? How many of you? How many of you will run away? No. You will first protect her. Even if you will run away, you will first pick her up and then run away. Am I right? And if somehow you cannot pick her up and run away, you will fight the beast. You will not run away. So fear will be there, obviously, but something more important than fear is there. What is that? Call it responsibility. Call it love. Call it whatever. Yeah. Fear, you have to remember, is biological. Fear, you have to remember, is to the body. Fear is not to you. Fear is a letter addressed to the... Do you open others' letters and read? Do you do that? So the letter has been delivered. The letter is coming from Mr. Fear. And it is addressed to the body. So what do you do with the letter? You keep it aside. Let the body read it. I won't read it. It's not mine. Let fear be there. You do what you must. Let jealousy be there. You do what you must. Let fatigue and tiredness be there. You do what you must. Let hunger be there. You do what you must. Let thirst be there. You do what you must. That's what makes you a human being. Or will you succumb to hunger and thirst and fear and greed and insecurity? Will you? Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't need willpower or motivation. You need the wisdom to ignore these things. And mind you, all your life, there would be a little bit of these things that will always remain, because they are in the DNA. They are there in the evolutionary past. Jealousy will never 100% absolutely go away. Some jealousy will remain. What do you do with it? What do you do with it? Ignore and do the right thing. Hunger. It will remain till your last breath. Should hunger prevent you from doing the right thing? Or anger? Or lust? Or any other thing? They are there. Let them be there. And acknowledge, oh, obviously, I'm very angry right now. But I still do what is right. I'll not allow anger to dominate me. Anger is there. I let it be there. It is not to me, and I am consciousness. Let it be there. Fear is there. What do you think? When I sit in front of you, I don't face any of the bodily impulses. I do. As I sit here, some part of my body might be aching a bit. The glasses here are clouded a bit. I might not be entirely comfortable with the chair. You sit here for 2 hours and you start feeling a bit restless, don't you? Think of the one who is sitting here for 2 hours and endlessly speaking. And even as I said this fell down. You see, strange things happen. So all these things are happening here. Should I now allow this to affect my attention? No. This is something physical that just happened. What is it? Something physical, meaning bodily. I cannot give it too much importance. I have to continue. Think of a marathon runner. What is his body telling him? Stop. Please stop. I'm tired. Think of a Grand Slam player. 5th set, 5th hour. And the player is Roger Federer. 38, 40, 41 years of age. What is the body saying? Every single joint is complaining and praying, please stop. What is he saying? One more Grand Slam. Who is saying one more Grand Slam? Consciousness must rule. The body must listen to the consciousness. The body is there to obey the commands of consciousness. Are you getting it?
Yes, thank you.
Who's getting it?
Consciousness.
Good.
Sir, seeing how you have changed field multiple times and still found success, how do we know what is the right decision at the given time and with the limited amount of information we have?
You will never know perfectly. You just have to keep moving and always be polite and modest enough to change when you see that you need to change. You must never be rigid and you must never commit yourself permanently to anything. Move endlessly and keep correcting yourself endlessly. Never get stuck to any one thing. Because it is impossible as normal mortal human beings, limited ones, to know what is absolutely perfect for you. At this stage, at this age, I still do not know what lies in the future and what is perfection. But what I know is that I will be honest enough to duly change when I realize that something better, something more important, something more deserving is there to be surrendered, to be worshipped. I'll rather go to that. That's what life is for. Continuously change, continuously develop, continuously learn and be better. Learning is the purpose of life. And that learning in the ultimate sense is called liberation.